You're watching NEPM Kids on WGBY Springfield.
Thank you for watching PBS Kids from PBS, Wisconsin.
Thanks to our partner for early learning, Community Foundation, Tampa Bay.
You're watching PBS Kids from PBS, Wisconsin.
You're watching PBS Kids from PBS, Wisconsin.
Funded.
UNIN Evansville, Henderson, Owensboro. This is WNIN Evansville, Henderson, Owensboro.
PBS Kids Family Night.
Where can it be? No, not there. That's not it. Yes! Now back to the show.
PBS Kids Family Night.
This morning on WITF, see what kind of trouble Curious George gets into next. Then, stay tuned for Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood at 9:30. It all happens here on WITF.
This morning on WITF, visit a family as unique as your own with Alma's Way coming up next. Then monkey around with Curious George at 9. It all happens here on W.
Very dry, tight, sensitive skin? Relieve it in 60 seconds.
Morning on WITF, meet a team of super students on Hero Elementary coming up next. Then stay tuned for Alma's Way at 8:30. It all happens here on WITF.
You're watching WVIZ, PBS Kids, on IdeaStream Public Media.
This morning on WITF, travel to the land of make-believe with Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood. Coming up next, then visit Don Quixote in the land of someplace else at 10. It all happens here on WITF.
You're watching NEPM Kids on WGBY Springfield.
You're watching WVIZ, PBS Kids, on IdeaStream Public Media.
You're watching NEPM Kids on WGBY Springfield.
Today on WITF, travel back in time to learn from history with Xavier Riddle in the Secret Museum, coming up at 12:30. It all happens here on WITF.
You're watching NEPM Kids on WGBY Springfield.
Today on WITF, stay tuned for prehistoric adventures with Dinosaur Train at noon. Then catch Xavier Riddle in the Secret Museum at 12:30. It all happens here on WITF. This morning on WITF, stay tuned for Pinkalicious and Pewterific coming up at 11:30, followed by Dinosaur Train at noon. It all happens here on WITF. This morning on WITF is where furry monsters and neighbors meet. Don't miss Sesame Street coming up next. Then stay tuned for Pinkalicious and Pewterific at 11:30. It all happens here on WITF.
This morning on WITF, visit A Curious Bunny Rabbit and Friends on Eleanor Wonders Why, coming up next. Then stay tuned for Sesame Street at 11. It all happens here on WITF.
This morning on WITF, travel to the land of someplace else to visit Don Quixote, coming up next. Then ask questions with Eleanor Wonders Why at 10:30. It all happens here on WITF.
You're watching NEPM Kids on WGBY Springfield.
You're watching WVIZ PBS Kids on IdeaStream Public Media.
Broadcast.
You're watching NEPM Kids on WGBY Springfield.
EIU.
Attention! The galaxy is being taken over by a bunch of naughty carrots.
Not the carrots!
Yes, the naughty carrot bunch. I, Super Potato, am here to save the day.
And I, Hash Brown, will save the day too!
Hello, everyone. I have big news. I found Smurf Village.
4 hands? Employees may start multitasking. Bosses would be very happy. Employees may start charging double for their services. Bodybuilders will now have to lift double the weight. People will now be able to carry a lot of shopping bags. Wives may now start demanding 2 rings instead of 1. Some people may start driving 2 vehicles at the same time. Villains may now be able to escape easily. Sale of nail polish bottles would suddenly double. Thieves would be very, very happy. Aliens may never visit planet Earth again. If we had 4 legs, marathon runners may give up. Some people may get confused about which leg to use first. Bodybuilders will now have to build muscles of 4 legs instead of 2. Mountain climbers would be extremely happy. People who hate tying shoelaces would be extremely disappointed. We may start hopping better than a kangaroo. Cost of a pedicure may suddenly double. Thieves will be super happy about this situation. Aliens will never come near us again. And walked everywhere, people will definitely start falling down very often. Our hands may suddenly get extremely muscular. People may actually start wearing wedding rings on their toes. People may now start wearing shoes on their hands and gloves on their feet. Ants may suddenly start appearing much bigger to us. Hand walking may prove to be very difficult for some. They may never reach on time. Marathons may suddenly become extremely slow. People may now start eating with their toes. Things may get very messy. Catching thieves will be very, very easy for cops now.